Good evening. Welcome to our guests that are joining us via live stream. I am Dee Anderson, JTB's treasurer, and on behalf of our board president, Judge Patricia Brown Holmes, who could not be here today, we're very pleased to have you join us for the 2021 Light the Spark celebration fundraiser. Thank you to all the board members and associate board members, legal professionals, law students, alumni, our supporters, for helping us to fulfill our mission of increasing diversity in the legal field. A special thank you to Sam and Kiwi Mendenhall, especially, and also really to Kirkland and Ellis for once again hosting this event for us, as well as a host of other sponsors that we should make sure that we mention. So United, Lock and Lord, McGuire Woods, Amita Health Group, Morris, Manning and Martin, United Health Group, Accident Law Group, Coyle Construction, and last but certainly not least, Riley Safer Homes and Concealia, who provides housing for Just the Beginning Foundation. So I hope that you have heard about our online auction. Can you raise your hand if you heard about that? Okay, it's open. So please go and make your bids at the online auction. And you should know that that really does help to support our programs here at JTB. Some of the items that are on that auction is air travel on United, 4 days and 3 nights at a vacation villa, tickets to the Cubs, hopefully for a season that we will be excited about next year. The Bulls, a fabulous watercolor by renowned filmmaker Monty Ross, and a membership to the National Mexican Museum of Art. So thank you to all of our board members who have donated to our auction this year, and please don't forget that you can go to participate in the auction at tinyurl.com/LTSauction. It is now my pleasure and honor to introduce Lisa Madigan, former Illinois Attorney General and now partner at Kirkland and Ellis. Thank you for being here, and JTB is very grateful for your support.
Thank you, Dee. And I am here this evening on behalf of Kirkland and Ellis to welcome you to this very important and very significant event. We at Kirkland and Ellis are so committed to making sure that we are diversifying lawyers throughout the state of Illinois. And what's really been a treat this evening is that I've had an opportunity to meet a handful of the people that Just the Beginnings Foundation works with. And some of them are at Loyola, my alma mater, so I am giving them a shout out and very proud of them. Tried to do a little bit of coaching on civil procedure, but truly the commitment of the partners at Kirkland and Ellis is significant to making sure that we are doing everything that we can to recognize that we need more women, we need more people of color, we need the legal field to look like the population that it represents. And so we are very, very happy to be here to host tonight, to have you, and so please, we will continue to be with you, but if there's anything else that we can do, surely you will let us know. So with that, get on that auction site, because everybody could use a trip somewhere that is not their home, and enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you again. Now, it is my honor and privilege to introduce such an inspiring leader, the Honorable Judge Ann Claire Williams, who is the founder of Just the Beginning Foundation. Judge Ann, please join us.
Well, good evening. I mean, with COVID, I must say this is the first time I've been on a podium since March of 2019. So it's a wonderful thing to see all of you here and to celebrate Just the Beginning and the amazing work that has been accomplished even in COVID. In 2020, JTB established the JTB University so that our program staff could continue to deliver and provide law-related programs at no cost to diverse students throughout the country. We also placed a record 111 law students in the chambers of 66 federal judges. That, with remote and in-person opportunities. Prior to the pandemic, it was always live. We had lower numbers because the kids had to find a way to make it to the city, live in the city with no salary. And so we were able to, these last two classes, actually give a small stipend, which is quite an accomplishment. And so that's part of why we had our numbers, because we had that virtually. In addition to that programming and other programming you're going to hear about and some of our alumni, we're planning, and we have rescheduled the 12th National Conference for October 20th to 23rd in Chicago. We're honoring the legacy of that phenomenal George Layton, who was the second African American to sit in the Northern District of Illinois, who lived to the age of, I think, 105 or 106. He was really spectacular. We'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary of Just the Beginning. Hard to believe. So you can tell I was about 12 when we started. And the national conference will engage hundreds of federal and state judges, law students, college students, high school students, middle school students, lawyers, law professors. We will continue our discussions on diversity and extending the pipeline and other contemporary legal issues. We'll also have conversations with judicial trailblazers, one of them being Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who's joining us again for the third time. That is remarkable, remarkable. Other attendees will include General Counsel of Fortune 500 corporations, public interest lawyers, and leaders in national education and diversity outreach. And we're next going to view a video that Christina and Missy put together that highlights our mission and what we have done. But let me also give a shout out to Lisa Madigan and Kirkland, because just like, I can never remember, I always want to say Pat Holmes's firm. Holmes and Riley, and right, but you know, it's Pat Holmes, that has been the anchor and housed us. Kirkland has been the place we've gathered year after year for these celebrations. And I just wanted to, and Lisa, where are you? All right. My girlfriend, I'm so happy you're here and so happy that we can be here once again, because you've just been an unwavering partner. And with that, we'll turn to the video. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Christina Figueroa, and I'm the Program Director for JTB.
Good evening. I am Missy JJ, and I'm the Program Manager for JTB. And we are excited to present a few highlights of our 2021 programs.
Starting with our Summer Judicial Internship Diversity Project, 111 interns completed their internships in the Chambers of Federal Judges nationwide. This was the highest number in SJID project history, and we met our 100 intern goal. JTB has also ensured that 100% of our interns have secured funding for their internship by partnering with multiple organizations, like the Federal Magistrate Judges Association and the National Conference for Bankruptcy Judges, and encouraging students to secure scholarships. For those not covered by our partners and other sources, JTB fundraised to secure the remaining interns with $2,000 stipends.
In JTB's virtual program for high school students connected, students heard the stories of federal judges and their journey to the bench. They discussed the role of law in current movements and prepared their own social justice awareness project. 356 students attended this program from cities across the U.S. JTB also began programming with undergraduate students through our Tea Time with Attorneys program, where students learned about the law school admissions process and various legal career pathways. So far, we have served 111 undergrads.
Join JTB by volunteering for these programs and more. Sign up via our volunteer interest form on jtb.org/volunteer. Thank you, and we hope to see you soon.
And now I'm going to introduce a long-term board member, Earl Barnes, who's been so faithful, been with us for so many years. And I just wanted to mention one other program JTB has been instrumental in, and that's the Jump Start program that involves all of the Illinois law schools admitted students who for 3 days get exposure to what law school really is, all the tips and suggestions from judges and law clerks and law firms. And that has been, JTB has been an anchor there. And I just want to give a shout out to Missy JJ, who has handled 3 days of virtual programming for all those law students. And we will continue to do things like exam writing workshops, because a lot of these kids are, as you saw, first generation, just like our interns, first generation students of color, don't know a lawyer. We want the light bulb and the spark to go off from the beginning, not at the end of the first year. Because anybody here knows if you don't have the right grades at the end of the first year, you're not going to get what you need, at least as soon as you are entitled to get it. With that, let me turn to Earl Barnes, and thank you, Earl, again for being on the board.
Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you so much, Judge Williams. It's a pleasure to see you, and it's a pleasure to be here at this year's Light the Spark celebration. This event helps us to remember that for so many students, particularly students of color and those from economically disadvantaged backgrounds, the path to become a lawyer, the path to law school, is not one that is easily navigated. So JTB works to eliminate that path by lighting the spark, if you will, and making it possible for lawyers to become, for individuals to become lawyers and leaders within our communities. So the spark is just the beginning, so to speak, for our scholars. And JTB has increased its efforts over the past few years to re-engage our alumni. We want to know what happens to them after they leave the program, what they're doing, what they're involved with. So we've reconnected with many, and the stories that they share really are pretty spectacular. And we're going to take an opportunity to share a little bit with you this evening from one of our individuals. So with that said, let's talk a little bit about Jonah. Where are you? There you are. There's Jonah. All right. So Jonah's going to come up. Jonah MacArthur, he's been, has a history with JTB. I believe he was a speaker at the 2019 event here and did a phenomenal job. He's been very involved with the Connected sessions and series here in 2020. He attends Jones College Prep. He's in his senior year, applying for colleges. Has a really fascinating story, and you might even share a little bit about why you actually decided to pursue a career in law. I know that's not on the script, but you might decide to do it anyway. So we're very, very fortunate to have him here. Jonah is also going to be clerking with Patricia Brown-Holmes, our president, and I'm supposed to read her firm name too, which we always joke because we always have to look to get everything except the Holmes. So it's Riley, Safer, Holmes, and Consilla LLP. And let's face it, they've been a great supporter of this organization. And so there's just no doubt about that, and it's been wonderful to have them continuing to partner with the organization. So with that said, Jonah, I'm going to give you the floor, and I'm going to get out of the way. So it's all yours.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jonah MacArthur. I'm a senior at Jones College Prep. I'm also a member of the Chicago Public Schools Student Advisory Board, and I participated in the 2019 Chicago Summer Legal Institute, and I also participated in 5 Connected sessions during the summer of 2020. So some of you may remember me as I spoke at the last Light the Spark celebration in 2019, but I decided to come back here again to share with you my JTB experience since then and what I've been up to. So I decided to apply to the Summer Legal Institute in 2019 for many reasons. One being that I had never heard of any opportunities in Chicago where teens like me were able to immerse ourselves in such a highly respected and sophisticated career field. Another reason was that I was inspired by the mission of JTB, which is to encourage underrepresented students to pursue career and leadership opportunities in the law. And so once I read this, I knew that it was the perfect program for me. So we learned so much in that 1 week that at times I felt like I was actually a law student. I learned law vocabulary, how to identify main issues and rules based on the case brief, and more. The program really helped me with analysis skills, and it exposed me to conversations that spanned a wide array of topics, and it helped me with being able to connect societal themes to daily encounters. One of my favorite parts was all of the conversations that I had with my peers in between lessons. It was fun being able to take what we had just learned in class and use it in debates and reveal different aspects or sides to an idea or issue. The SLI really expanded my excitement for the law, and it helped me see new pathways that I hadn't known about before. Before the program, at the end of my freshman year, I chose Law 2 as my elective for sophomore year. I had not taken Law 1 freshman year, and so at first I didn't really know exactly what I was getting into, but I felt that the SLI definitely prepared me and gave me that head start. And so I worried that it would be challenging, but like I said, the SLI and their amazing leaders and programs definitely helped me in that class. And so this definitely solidified my decision to pursue a career in some aspect of law, whether it be criminal or civil or others. I then progressed through Law 3 junior year, and then this year, my senior year, in Law 4. In Law 4, all students participate in a law internship at a location of their choosing and have the opportunity to be a teacher's assistant for a class of their choosing as well. I can now say that my experience has come full circle as I have decided to TA for my law teacher in her Law 1 class. I was also fortunate enough to be the first high school student to intern at Riley Safer Homes in Kinsella. It's quite a mouthful. I've already learned so much on my first day, which happened to be yesterday, and I can't wait to return. None of this would have been possible without the amazing support and leadership of JTB. Without programs like this, kids like me would never be able to discover their true passion in life. It's been great for the organization to get in touch with both recent and former scholars from over a decade ago. You may notice a few in the video refer to JTB by its former name, Just the Beginning Foundation. Let's see what these 4 other JTB alumni have been up to.
Hi, my name is CJ Harrington, and I just graduated from Stanford Law School. As I look back over what helped me to get here, I know without a doubt that Just the Beginning Foundation and being a participant in the 2010 Summer Legal Institute in Indianapolis, Indiana, were pivotal to my success. The exposure to a legal career and the feedback we received throughout the week helped me to crystallize my dream of becoming an attorney. So for that and so much more, I just wanted to say thank you.
Hi, my name is Erica Witter, and I'm a Just the Beginnings alum. I want to thank Just the Beginnings staff, volunteers, the board, and supporters for all that you do to show students like me the possibilities of a legal career. I got involved with Just the Beginnings in high school in the Summer Legal Institute program. And those experiences were amazing, and I really enjoyed myself, and I enjoyed connecting with people because I had never had any family or friends who were attorneys, so it was really an eye-opener for me, and it led me to want to be a judicial extern in the SJID project, which I had just completed. And that was an even more amazing experience to be able to learn from a federal judge. I could never thank Just the Beginnings enough for the opportunities that you've given me. Hi, my name is Taylor Agbunkpalor, and I attended the JTB program at Loyola Law School in the summer of 2019. After JTB, I went off to Howard University in Washington, D.C., in which I am currently a junior political science major and sports administration's minor. I feel that JTB fueled my success within law by just allowing me to explore the different fields of law, and having each day we learned about something new. Also, the trip to Jones Day was very important to me because I got to meet different people who are now mentors of mine that I keep in contact with. So it's all thanks to JTB.
Hi, my name is Kevin Cockerbellos. I'm a 2009 alum of Just the Beginning Foundation Summer Legal Institute in Seattle. This video is just a note of gratitude to the program for all that it's done for me. Before the program, I had never thought of the legal profession or the doors that it might open for me as a high school student. After the program, I set my eyes on law school, and I saw it as a possibility for me. Just seeing and meeting the different judges, the different lawyers, and the different students during my time in the program gave me the goal of attending law school, because I saw myself in those people that I met as role models. And I'm happy to share that I just graduated from the University of California, Berkeley School of Law, and that I'll be entering the profession this coming January. And just again, I'm just very thankful for everything that the foundation has done for me, and it continues to do for future students, and I hope to pay it forward.
It's so nice to see these happy faces, excited for the bright futures in law. I know I'm already grateful for the opportunity Just the Beginning provided, and I look forward to staying connected. For any other JTB alum here or watching tonight, please keep in touch. Thank you so much.
Jonah, thank you for sharing that journey with us. It really is amazing to see how the students of the program develop, and we cannot wait to call you judge or something. Yes. So just a quick reminder about the auction, tinyurl.com/SL auction. So now for the fun part, the awards. So as we present tonight our 5 under 40, we recognize 5 lawyers whose commitment in working towards increased diversity, equity, and inclusion in the legal field. Traditionally, our awardees were from the local Chicagoland area. This year, for the first time, we open nominations to lawyers across the country, however. And so we're very happy that 2 of our 5 under 40 awardees are here with us tonight. As usual, the nominators provided such eloquent and heartfelt praise of the awardees, and it is very difficult to be brief, but I will be. So let's begin with those who could not be here present tonight, and you'll see their photos on the screen. So first we have Danielle Wynn. Danielle Wynn, thank you. Danielle was nominated by one of our summer 2021 scholars, Oshi Akhtar. Dan is a partner at Morris, Manning & Martin and chairs the firm's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Initiative. He is also a first-generation attorney, so congratulations to Daniel. Next, we have Ebony Morris. Ebony was nominated by her mentor, Troy Bell, member of Currington, Kiefer, Summers, and Mathern. Ebony is an associate attorney based in New Orleans, Office of Garrison, Yount, Ford, and Mulcahy. Congratulations to Ebony. Next, we have Sarah Finch. Sarah was nominated by Riley Safer, Holmes, and Kinsella. Sarah is an associate at the firm. Before and during law school, she was a 5th grade teacher in Birmingham, Alabama, and a founding faculty member at Chicago Jesuit Academy, a full scholarship middle school for young men on Chicago's West Side. We're happy that Judge Holmes was able to present Sarah with her award earlier. Congratulations to Sarah. And now for our two awardees that are here this evening. First would be Jasmine Fennell. Am I saying that correctly? Fennell, thank you. Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine was nominated by Amber Hendrick, Associate at Nelson Mullins, Riley, and Scarborough. Jasmine is an Assistant Vice President and Legal Counsel at HSBC, a global Fortune 500 financial services company. Among her many affiliations, Jasmine sits on JTB's Associate Board. So thank you for that service and congratulations. Did I miss her? Oh. Come on down. Thank you. Congratulations. Awesome. Our next awardee is Nina Valchani, who was nominated by JTB board member Ernesto Palamo, partner at Lock Lord. Nina is a member of Lock Lord's IP Pharmaceutical and Biotechnology Group. She is a member of the firm's Chicago Office of Diversity and Inclusion Committee. Nina? You don't have to walk up. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Congratulations. And before I hand it over to Earl one more time, I just want to remind you about the auction with the free vacation and airline tickets and all that stuff. Earl? I did. Awesome.
All right, so thank you, Dee. Much appreciated. Bid on the auction, please. It's very important, very important. So I've been asked to present two awards this evening to two very deserving awardees. Our first recipient for the Social Justice Award has become a wonderful partner to JTB over the past year, but couldn't be here tonight. It's J.P. Morgan Chase and Company. And they've been a financial sponsor of JTP for the past 2 years. And in this past year, they provided volunteer support on a number of initiatives, including Connected, a panel program for summer judicial externs, a panel presentation on the importance of mentorship, and sponsoring the judicial externship program for 2022. As Lauren Hoffman, Executive Director and Assistant General Counsel for the legal department, has told us, JPMC continues to bolster its diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts as a result of last year's events involving acts of violence against people of color. So I ask you to join me in applause and congratulating J.P. Morgan Chase and Company. All right, for the second recipient, we actually have a live person here that's going to accept this and also provide comments. So we're very fortunate to have that. So it's my pleasure to present the Diversity Leader Award to Abbott Laboratories for its inspiring work and focus on diversity and inclusion, and its support of the organization through sponsorships and volunteerism. The company's employees have volunteered in or hosted a number of programs, including Summer Legal Institutes, Tea Time, that's TEA time with attorneys, and Scholar Prep. This year, several volunteers reviewed applications and interviewed candidates for the SJID project. And here tonight to accept the award is Michelle Speller-Thurman.
Good evening. It's so good to be in person. I've got my colleague Shannon Harmon. I'm making her come up here with me because all the work that we've done with Abbott and our diversity efforts has been a team effort, and so I didn't want to come up here alone. So on behalf of our General Counsel, Hubert L. Allen, who apologizes and cannot be here tonight because it's our board meeting today and tomorrow, so he's working, and all of my fellow legal colleagues at Abbott Labs, we thank you for this honor, thank you for recognizing us, thank you for allowing us to partner with you. It's been our pleasure for many, many years, and we value value this partnership. It fits in so lovely with so many other of the diversity and equity inclusion efforts that we have, both for law students and high school students and middle school students, as well as ensuring equity with respect to our vendors and our law firms, and diversity and equity within our own ranks. And so we recognize how important that is, and I've just been so thrilled to partner with you, and will continue to do that. So thank you for this honor.
Oh. Is this actually the award, huh? All right, here, I guess I'll put you down.
Okay, thank you. Oh, hold on.
All right, well.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. All right, well, thank you again, Michelle. And on behalf of JTB, its scholars and leaders, thank you to JPMC and Abbott Laboratories for your commitment to diversity and inclusion. So I'm going to remind you one more time, please, it's up on the screen, bid, bid, bid. I'll have to do that when I get home this evening. But we want to raise money for the organization, so let's keep that moving along. So with that said, it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce Sam Mendenhall, who I've known for years, and he's looking forward to speaking with you.
I've been asked to say the thank yous, and I'd like to start off first by thanking everyone for being here, both virtually and in person. Please give yourselves a hand. Then I've been asked to recognize the JTB board members who are present both virtually and in person. If you are a JTB board member, please simply lift your hand so you may be acknowledged and recognized. Your guidance and support of these events and just your overall commitment to the mission of JTB has been nothing short of tremendous. Then also I would like to thank Megan Cole and Marie Gilliam for their valuable insight to the staff they provided regarding this event. They have been a tremendous resource. And then also, as both Dee mentioned and Earl mentioned, the auction items that we are auctioning off, as well as the sponsorships, we wanted to thank everyone who contributed, both as a sponsor and also as a providing auction items. Let's give them a hand. And then a special thanks to Patricia Brown Holmes, JTB's board president, and just for her leadership and support. Then this last one is extra special to me. A huge thank you to JTB's founder and visionary, Judge Ann Williams. I was telling them the story at the board meeting, Judge Williams. My very first federal trial I did was in front of Judge Williams. I was a young lawyer at Winston and Strawn. I'm now year 30 there, and I walked into federal court. I wasn't nervous about being in federal court. I was just amazed that I was standing before an African-American female. The very first, correct me if I'm wrong, Judge, federal district court in the 7th Circuit, to see someone that looked like me and to stand before you and to present our case is easily one of the highlights of my 30 years, and we've been friends ever since. Judge, we thank you for your commitment to JTB. We thank you for your commitment to the profession, and it's an honor every time I get to see you and just reflect on our journey together in the law. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But from the bottom of my heart, Judge. I'm so proud of you and what you've done. And thank you, Judge. And thank you, Judge. And thank you. And then lastly, any great organization has to have a succession plan. And one of the great things about JTB, we have an associate board that brings along the next generation, just as Judge did with me and Judge Coleman does with others. It's bringing that next group along. Each one reach one, each one teach one. And so you create generations. And we have an associate board of young, up-and-coming young lawyers. Will you please stand so we can acknowledge you, or lift your hand, the associate board members. And then I want to give a special recognition to Dewana McCray and Sean Suber, who is the vice president and president of the associate board. They are two of my proteges and mentees at Winston and Strawn. They were at the board meeting earlier, and they had to go back and take care of a couple of things, but I wanted to be sure to acknowledge them. This is their last year of service as president and vice president after 2.5 years. And so let's give them a hand for their service. And then lastly, you've seen the video highlights and you heard a very inspiring message from Jonah and other alumni, Stanford Law School, University of Cal, Berkeley, and the people that have been touched and impacted by the programming of JTB. We're grateful for our partners, our sponsors, our volunteers, the parents and the alum who believe in the work that we do and the mission that we do. We hope that after tonight, you all will help us light the spark of recognition that it's possible to become a lawyer and a leader. The young man said, you can only be as far as you see. The more of us they see, the more we can dream. The more of us we see, the more they can believe. And the more you dream and the more you believe, the more you can become that thing you dreamed about. So let's continue to light the spark for our young people. And we're so proud of the fact that we help do that through our quality program, and it remains free of charge to students. Money will never be a factor for somebody trying to have access to our programs. To make this possible, we rely heavily on financial support from our partners as well as our individuals. If you're able to make a donation this evening, we encourage you to do so. You can go to jtb.org/donate and make a contribution at any time. You can also make a donation through the Light the Spark online auction page at tinyurl.com/LTS auction. Or if you prefer a paper pledge, please see Lori Malinsky. Lori, if you'll raise your hand. Lori right there, our Senior Manager of Development. And finally, a big thank you to the JTB staff, who under the leadership of the Executive Director, Antoinette Smith, works hard every day, do a lot of the behind-the-scene work that manifests in a great event like this. And working with our students. So if you'll simply raise your hand, all the staff, so we may acknowledge you and the work that you do. And as we close this evening, we look forward to keeping you updated on the many plans for JTB in 2022. Thank you, stay safe, and please get vaccinated.